Hello everybody and welcome back to Uniquestitchdesigns. In today's video I am going to show you how to crochet this beautiful scarf with a hoodie and the pockets. For today's scarf you will need your favorite yarn. I'll be using this Aran yarn, but of course you can use any yarn you like, and also recommended hook size. I'll be using slightly bigger hook size. They recommend the hook size 5 millimeters for this Aran yarn, but I like my stitches to be a little bit more fluffier, so I'll be using 6.5 millimeter hook. So, and also you will need some scissors, a yarn needle, and you will need 3 stitch markers. And it's also handy to have a measuring tape. For my scarf today, I decided to work with the moss stitch. First, I'm going to show you how to crochet this moss stitch, but only in a very quick way. If you want more details about this moss stitch I'm using for this scarf, please check this video here, right in this corner, for more details how to crochet this beautiful moss stitch. Let's get started. I decided to go with the 28 chains or 25 centimeters wide scarf. Okay, so let's start. Hold your yarn and like so, wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook and release. And for this moss stitch you will need any multiple of 2. So I already said I will chain 28. Yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue until you get 28 or 25 centimeters or any multiple of 2. Once you have any multiple of 2, we are going to start with the half double crochet into this stitch here. To do half double crochet, you are going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it up, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like so. The next one will be slip stitch. Slip stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through and pull through like so. The next one will be half double again, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, bring it up, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Next one, slip stitch. This stitch is very easy, but it's very beautiful with a beautiful texture. So that's what you are going to do all the way down. So you do half double, then slip stitch, half double, slip stitch. And when you start, every time you start with half double, you are going to end up with half double. If you start with slip stitch, you are going to end up with slip stitch. So I have half double, then I have slip stitch, and my last one will be half double because I started with half double. Then for the next row we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. So in this first row we started with the half double. In the second row we are going to start with a slip stitch into this stitch here, as you can see. So we are going to do slip stitch first, slip stitch, and we are going to alternate. The next one will be half double, yarn over into the next stitch and do half double. The next one will be slip stitch again, half double, and next one slip stitch. And remember, You started with a slip stitch and you are going to end up with a slip stitch. So continue this way all the way down. So I have last 2 stitches, so I have slip stitch, then half double into this one here, and my last one will be slip stitch into this one here. Slip stitch, chain 1 and turn your work. We are going to start with a half double again. Yarn over, insert, and then slip stitch. So that's how we are going to alternate. Half double and slip stitch. If you start with the half double, you are going to end up with a half double. So this is the last row. I am going to show you how to finish it, and then you will continue and work on the length you want for your scarf. And once you are done, then I show you what to do next. Okay, so I have slip stitch here, and to finish this row 3, you're gonna do half double but into this chain of 1 here, so we'll look nice and straight like so, as you can see. And then we are going to chain 1 and continue like this. Okay, so continue until you get the length you need, and then I show you what to do next. For my scarf, I will do as many rows as I need to get 170 centimeters. So I have just finished my scarf, and this is the length I wanted. So it's 170 centimeters long scarf and 25 centimeters wide. But of course you can do as long as you want and also as wide as you want. So once you are happy with the length of your scarf, we are ready to fasten off like so. And we can move to the next step. We are going to create a hoodie. So before we start, get ready your stitch markers, and you will need 3 of them, or you can use just a piece of string if you don't have the stitch markers. So first, take your scarf and we are going to fold it in half like so. So I fold it in half, and I'm going to place my first stitch marker right in the middle here. So that's my first stitch marker, so that's half. And for my hoodie, I decided to go with really big hoodie. So once you place your stitch marker in the middle, you can measure your hoodie like so. And I want my hoodie to be 25 centimeters. So I will place 1 stitch marker here and 1 on the other side, exactly into the same place. And this will be, once you open it, this will be your hoodie. If you want larger, of course, you can go even lower and place the stitch markers there, but I think this will be just right. I'll be working from this stitch marker to this to this last stitch marker here, and we'll be going there and back until we get the height we want. And for my hoodie, I will go for 25 to 30 centimeters. So it's up to you. It's always a good thing to put the scarf on you and see in the mirror how big do you want your hoodie to be. So we are going to work exactly the same demo stitch, and we are going to start here. So we are going to create a slip knot like this and insert it here. Where is our stitch marker? Take the stitch marker out and straight through that slip knot, as you can see, and we are going to chain 1. As you can see, we don't have these purple stitches here because this is the edge of our scarf. So we are going to make sure when we go, we are going to have even number from this point here up to our last stitch marker here. So make sure you will count, and if you don't have even number, then simply just add 1 more. So I'm going to start with the half double crochet, and I'm going to yarn over and into the next one here. I'm going to do half double crochet, and into the next one I'm going to do slip stitch like so, and again you place the stitch marker here, so you know this was your first half double crochet here. So I have half double slip stitch, so I will try to end up with half double, and make sure you will count your stitches when you get here. So I have 1, 2, then it's gonna be half double, it will be 3, then next one will be slip stitch 4, and just try to space it nicely like so, not to worry about it too much, it's gonna blend in anyway. So half double, then into the next one will be slip stitch. Okay, so I'm nearly at the end. Where is my last stitch marker? So I have half double, next one will be slip stitch, and remember I started with half double, so I want to finish with half double, so simply just do 1 more so you have even number of stitches. Okay, so don't forget to count your stitches, and we are going to do exactly what we did with our scarf. The next row we are going to chain 1 and turn our work, and for the row 2 we are going to start with the slip stitch because we started first row with the half double. So I'm going to start with the slip stitch and then half double, and second row is much easier because you already created these stitches, in the row 1. Okay, so a slip stitch and then half double into the next one, and slip stitch, half double, and simply alternate exactly the same what you did with your scarf, and you will continue until you get the size of the hoodie you want. So for me it will be 30 centimeters. So continue as you did on your scarf, and I meet you very soon. As you work on your hoodie, don't forget to keep your stitch markers in place so you know where is your start and where is your finish. So this is 1, 2, and 3. Keep them all in places. So once you are done with your hoodie, it should be 30 centimeters. It should be 30 centimeters high. So let's sew it. As this stitch is reversible, we don't need to worry about the sides. So as you can tell, the both sides are the same. So we're simply just going to take our scarf and fold it like this. Fold it in half. And we are going to sew this part here, and you can do so with your yarn needle, or you can use your hook. So this is my hood, and I fold it in half, as you can see, and I am going to take this hook out and go into this very first gap. You can go under the stitches or in the gap and pull through this loop from the opposite side and chain one like this, and now we are ready to sew. So here you got the stitches, and we are going to space it nicely. So my first one is here on this side, and then on the opposite side. If you can't see it, don't worry, just make sure you just go through the both sides like so, and pull through and make a single crochet like this, and go into the next one here, to the next one, and pull through and make a single crochet. And you're gonna do so all the way down. You can also do this with your yarn needle if it's easier for you. Next one. So continue all the way here. So here I'm nearly at the end. As you can see, this corner here, I will finish my hoodie with the pom-pom. So you can do like a round part, and it's easier with the yarn needle than with the hook. Okay, so this is my last one here, and I'm going to fasten off. Fasten off, and now our hoodie is sewn together. Let's turn it other way, inside out. As you can see, it looks really nice, and our hoodie is done. The next step, we are going to create the pockets. So for the pockets, you will need two, of course. Already started my second one. So for the pockets, we are going to start with the ribbing, and then we are going to continue with the moss stitch. And my pockets will be, let's see, nearly 18 centimeters high and 16 centimeters wide, but it's up to you how big do you want your pockets to be. Just make sure you can squeeze them on the scarf. So this will just cover my hand, as you can see when I put the hands in the pocket, and I want it to be these pockets about 4 centimeters from the bottom, 4 from the side. So they will go like this. But if you want bigger pockets, maybe from this edge to this edge. You can of course make them bigger, but I'm going to show you how do I make these. First we are going to start with the ribbing, is this part here, and I am going to chain 12. So just create a slip knot. And of course, I forgot to mention, I'll be using smaller hook. This is the hook size 5. I've been using this one from the whole scarf, 6.5 millimeters. I want this pocket to be more tighter, so smaller gaps between the stitches. So I switched to this 5 millimeter hook. So let's get started. Let's create a slip knot first. Go under this first one on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook. And we are going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we are going to do single crochet into this first stitch here and in all the stitches. So we are going to have 11 stitches all together. So I have one last stitch here, do single crochet there, and we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. From now on we'll be working only into the back loop, so I'm going to work single crochet only into the back loop, which is this one here. Okay, so single crochet in the back loops. Continue all the way down and leave one stitch undone, and I show you what to do with this last stitch here. So I have this last stitch here, and into this last stitch we always going to work under the full stitch, so you have front loop and back loop, and this way the stitch will be much stronger. So we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and again working into the back loops, single crochet, and your last stitch you will work under the both loops, front and back. And you should still have 11 stitches. So this is my last one, and I'm gonna go under the both loops like so, chain 1 and continue. Okay, continue until you get 20 of these ribbings and or 16 centimeters. And to count these ribbings, I'm going to show you how to count them. So you are going to count them like this. 1, let me just show you with the hook. So you will count 1, 2, as you can see that's like this. So you will count this side and this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You will need 20 or any even number because most stitch is working with even numbers. So continue and I meet you very soon. Okay, so once you have your 20 rows, we are going to work on this side here and we'll be placing our first row of most stitch. So we are going to yarn over and we are going to straight into this very first gap, and we'll be placing stitches on top, in the middle, on top of this like a little roofs. So on top, in the middle, on top, in the middle, and make sure you have even numbers. So we are going to start with half double and we are going to finish with half double. So yarn over, insert into this first space here, yarn over and pull through, and this is our first half double. Next one will be slip stitch, so we're gonna go between, as you can see, so we slip stitch there. Next one's gonna go on top of this ribbing and it will be half double, and again slip stitch, and you already know how to work the moss stitch, so you will continue till the end, and then I show you what to do next. I have just finished my slip stitch, and the last one will be half double, chain one, and for the next round it will be exactly the same what we did before. So the next round will be slip stitch first and then half double, and you started with slip stitch and you know you done it correct. You need to finish with the slip stitch as well. Okay, so I have just finished with the slip stitch, chain one, and of course the third row will be with half double first, and you're gonna end up with half double. So as you already know how to do this moss stitch, you are going to continue. Let me just show on this pocket here. You are going to continue until your pocket is 18 centimeters, or you can make them bigger or smaller, it's up to you. Just make sure they're both the same. So they are 16 and 18 centimeters. Continue, finish your pockets, and then I show you how to sew them on. Okay, so before we put them on the right places, make sure you are putting them on the right side of your scarf. So this is the right side, this is the wrong side, because the seam is here. So let's just go like this. Take your pockets and place them the way you like them. Maybe you want them at the bottom, maybe you want them higher. Just place them nicely like so. If you have the pins, of course you can use the pins, and let's sew them on. Before we start sewing them on, you can hide the ends with your yarn needle, or you can hide them while we sew them. It's up to you. Okay, so prepare your yarn needle and make a knot at the end like so. And start on this side here. I'm going to start here. And just sew them as nice as you can. And just, if you want the pins, you can use them, but they will come out because it's a yarn and they will just jump out. So just make sure you do nice stitches. I just like to go like this. And then I want to go back and do like a back stitch, if you know what is back stitch. And now you can also do it like this, go down and back. So you go basically back into this stitch here and then here. and you can see the stitches will blend in nicely. And here on top, it's always a good idea to go 2-3 stitches. Okay, so let's just do this all the way around and make sure it's nice and straight. So you go all the way around like this, and once you come here, don't forget to go 2-3 stitches like this, so it's much more secured. I only done one here, so that was a mistake. I just realized I should do maybe 2-3, because when you are going to put your hand inside and outside, this part will be always stretching a lot. So I'm gonna go back to this, and I'm going to do 2-3 stitches here and 2-3 stitches there. Here is the end. On this side here, you can hide the inside before you finish and do 2-3 stitches here, like so. 1, 2, maybe one more, just to make sure it's nice and secured. And then you are going to make a knot, 1, 2, and 3, like this, and then you're going to hide the inside your pocket. Like this, and hide it all. And it's inside your pocket, and we need to do both sides. So here are my pockets finished, and the last thing I wanted to do to create these little tassels. You can do it or you don't have to, it's up to you. So I want my tassels to be 20 centimeters long, so I need 40 centimeters to measure like this. 40, and then 40 as many times as you want. So I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's do 7, and then I am going to fold them in half like this, and take my big hook and try to space them nicely. So for example, maybe you want only few, so you can start one here, then one in the middle, and then between, or you want maybe under every of these stitches. It's up to you. So I'm going to start. I'm going to show you only one, and then you decide how many do you want. So mine were 40 centimeters, and I want my tassels to be 20. So I just doubled the length, and I'm going to fold it in half from the bottom, bring it up, bring all these loops on your hook, pull through like so. So the loop is here, and then all these loops, all these strings will go inside this loop like so, and there you go. First one done, and then you just, once you have them all, you are just going to make sure they are the same length, so you just cut them together once you have all of them. So again, I have 40 centimeters, and I'm going to fold it in half, and my next one will be on this corner here. I'm going to pull it through, put all these loops on your hook, pull it through like this, open it and bring them in like so. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 1 in the middle and 2 between, so 5 altogether, and then I will just make the length the same. So once you have them ready, now you are ready to cut. So just make sure you cut them nicely. You can just brush them a little bit and then just cut the length you want. So I'm going to cut somewhere here. It's like cutting the hair. And you can see some loops, just cut them like this, simply just trim it nicely. And of course do so on the other side. And one more thing before we finish, I wanted to say for your hoodie you can add the pom-pom or these fur pom-poms. It's gonna look amazing as well, or you can just leave it like so. This is our beautiful scarf with the hoodie and the pockets and the tassels. Amazing, loads of work, but it's going to turn the heads around. Those perfect video jeans or just the plain t-shirt. It's really, really unique. So enjoy this tutorial with me. Please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Unique Stitch Designs, with me, Sylvia. Thank you very much for watching.